guys, what's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Optismo, and today I'm going to be showing you the comparator and how it works. So, the comparator is very multi-functioned. You can do a lot of different stuff here, and I have a whole bunch of different representations of what you can do. So, I think we're just going to start out with a simple what is the comparator, and then I'll go on to all these examples right here. So, the comparator basically takes info from a block and transmits it. So it can be used like basically on the logic side of Minecraft. So what I can show you here, actually I have a little representation over here. Let's say I fill this chest with 1 block of iron. Okay, so the comparator will transmit a signal. Since it's only 1, it'll only transmit 1 signal strength, but if I give it a few more, we'll just do that for now, it'll transmit a stronger signal strength. So yeah, and then that's where it dies off. So depending on like how much of that item you have in there, it'll give a larger signal strength, as you can see here. So I'm going to show you a few little things that you can use with that. This is the subtract mode of the comparator. I'll go into that later. But okay, so this is a representation of whatever power you put into the back of the comparator is what'll come out of it. So like that, if I give 1, 2, 3, 4 power, well, dang, I can't do anything right now. But I phrased that wrong. Basically, it acts as a redstone, like, I guess, multiplier, but, like, it's basically just times 1 all the way. So I'm putting full signal strength into this comparator. It's transmitting the same thing. So it's basically just like it's not there. It's kind of weird. But as you can see here, I got to the end of the line with all of these comparators, and it still has the highest signal strength possible. But as you can see, as we go down, it loses 1, and that's how you can do like pulse extenders and stuff like that. But I'm going to start out with just explaining a few, like this little cool thing you can use comparators for. So if you didn't already know, comparators can take a signal from through a block. So like if I had a block right there and then I had a comparator, it'd still take the signal. And that's useful for a lot of stuff. Like I did a secret door slash like using a cauldron video, and you might want to check that out if you want to see some ideas of how you can use this. You can also use this, like take out a block here and it opens some kind of secret door. I don't know. You can come up with something pretty cool with this little thing. That's just an idea. But what this represents right here is it has to be a straight on comparator. Like if you're using a block, you can't take the same output from outside, and I know you can't really see that right here, but okay, so what I have here is a chest with just 64 blocks of iron, and then over here I have a chest full of iron. So that will obviously give a greater signal strength than the chest with only 1 stack of iron, which gives 1 signal strength. So that can be useful for many things. I'm not going to go into those right now, but just to kind of show you what I'm talking about, if you don't understand, I'll take that out and that out for now. And you can see this transmitter here, but if I were to put a comparator right there, it wouldn't get any signal because the block has to be in line with the comparator. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think you get the idea. So, you know, yeah. Okay, so let's see, I think, okay, yeah, right here, this is representing, like, whatever you put into the comparator is what comes out of the comparator. So I'm representing that by this. Okay, so we have full signal strength that's going down, and right here's the very brim where if I branch off one more, it'll turn off. But let's say I still want to keep that low signal strength, which actually is something that happens. It's not just something I'm making up. You actually do need to use this sometimes. But basically, this comparator, it's being transmitted in one signal strength. That's one signal strength. And it's putting out one signal strength. So, yeah. That's just a pretty cool thing. So, now I will show you the pulse extender, then we will move on to subtract mode. I think, just making sure, yeah, okay. So, this is the pulse extender. Basically, self-explanatory. Let's just grab a button. Okay. And if we press this, you can see that slowly the pulse dies down. So this can be used for, like, if you want to keep a door open, like on an automatic door or something, this can be very useful for that. See, it slowly dies down. And then you can have a, like, repeater coming out of this, but yeah, that's a pretty cool little thing. I guess I don't need to take that down, but okay, so moving on to subtract mode of the comparator. If there's anything I missed and anything you don't understand, go ahead and, like, tell me in the comments, and if you want me to, I can either explain that there, or I can make a short little video on that. But okay, the subtract mode of the comparator. So this thing can be used for multiple things. So I will explain this in a second, because that kind of over there, that explains how this kind of works. So let's do that real quick, and I'll show you. Okay, so right here I have a little representation of how you can use these to do math. It's pretty cool, right? Alright, so here's your input, basically, like the signal strength you're wanting to subtract, and then this is what you're subtracting by. So if I want to subtract by 2, I'll put 2 pieces of redstone, a lever, and that'll be running into the side of a comparator on subtract mode. It does have to be on subtract mode. If you don't know how to do that, quite simple. This is regular. Just right click it, turns on to subtract mode. Very quite simple. Alright, so and then 2 minus 1 equals 1. And you can see if I extend that one more, that's 0. So that's pretty simple. I'm going to show you a little bit bigger of an example, and I have these iron blocks here so you can count them a little bit better. Alright, so this is our input, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what we're subtracting by, so 1, 2, 3. 6 minus 3 is 3, and we get 1, 2, 3 signal strength. Yep. And if I wanted to, I could extend this 2 more, and that will give us, let's see, 6 plus 2, 8, minus 3 is 5. So, yep, that's 1 signal strength, and then I do 1 more, that's not. So yeah, that's how you can use that to make calculators and stuff. I want to see what you guys come up with. Challenge you to make a calculator. Alright, but let's quickly move on to this. Yeah, this is a 1 tick, or not 1 tick, is it? No, it's like half a tick, but that means this thing is like the fastest clock in Minecraft. Okay, so how this works is basically full power going into it, then full power all the way around, and then when it gets to here, it's subtracting by that full power. So like 1 minus full power is nothing. So then it turns it off really quickly, and that's why this thing works so well. It's quickly, okay, so turning on, turning off, turning on, like as soon as that turning off gets to there, it turns off. So that's off. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Remember, if you want to see more stuff like this, I will definitely do that. I might do a little thing on repeaters, even though those are pretty easy. But the comparators are pretty complicated, and there's a ton of stuff you can do with them. I didn't cover all of it. If you want me to go further in depth, I can show a few more things you can do with comparators, 100% how they work. Basically, this is kind of a game mechanics video. I might do purely game mechanics video. I might just do purely tutorial videos. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just have to sort that out. So, if you want to see more game mechanic videos like this, go ahead and comment and tell me what kind of things you want to see, and I will definitely get to doing that. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. See ya.